Hey, it's Dustin from Parts Doctor. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace the detergent dispenser on this GE dishwasher. It's super simple. I'll show you step by step, so let's jump right in. The detergent dispenser module releases detergent and rinse aid at the correct times during the wash cycle so the dishwasher can clean and dry properly. Over time, the dispenser door can stop opening, the internal actuator can fail, or the mechanism can jam. The rinse aid reservoir or release valve can also wear out or leak, preventing the rinse aid from dispensing correctly. When this part fails, you may notice detergent left in the cup, detergent residue after the cycle, poor cleaning performance, spotting on dishes, or rinse aid levels that never seem to go down. Replacing the faulty dispenser restores proper detergent and rinse aid delivery so the dishwasher can wash and dry as intended. If you need to purchase a replacement detergent dispenser module for your GE dishwasher, you can check out our website, partsdoctor.com. We offer fast shipping and only sell manufacturer-approved genuine replacement parts for all major appliance brands. Tools needed for this repair: a 1/4-inch nut driver or socket, and a needle nose pliers. This video features disconnecting electrical components, so please disconnect your appliance from its power source before beginning. This repair requires your dishwasher to be pulled out to access the door springs and pulley cables. Before attempting, make sure you understand how your dishwasher is connected to power, the drain, and the water line. Every installation can be different, so check out our dishwasher removal video if you need help or clarification with your removal. Not fully understanding this process can lead to you potentially damaging your appliance or kitchen. With the dishwasher pulled out far enough to see the door springs, remove the kick plate if you haven't already. Follow the wires going from the door to the bottom of the appliance. Using a pliers, squeeze the base of the push-mount cable tie and pull it from the frame of the dishwasher. Depending on the style of the push-mount cable tie, you may be able to squeeze the tabs from behind the frame to release it. Follow the wires to where they plug in to the bottom of the dishwasher. Push the locking tab to the left of the machine to release the wiring harness. We have flipped the appliance over to show you how the connector releases, but you do not have to tip the machine to release it. With the wiring harness disconnected and the cable mount removed from the frame, remove the door pulley cables from the door springs. This is a great time to inspect the pulley cables and the door springs and head over to partsdoctor.com to order replacements if the pulley cables are frayed or if the door springs are corroded or stretched out. Use the pliers on the door springs to prevent your fingers from getting pinched. Slide both the pulley cables off the door hinges by sliding the top connector towards the front of the machine. Place a soft cloth or towel on a flat surface to rest the dishwasher door on once it's removed. Back at the appliance, be sure the wiring harness is hanging free and will not catch as you remove the door. While supporting the dishwasher, open the dishwasher's door about 6 inches. You'll see the notches on the frame that the door slides out of. While supporting both sides of the door, lift it upwards to release it from the dishwasher's frame. If the door doesn't slide out, adjust the door's angle slightly, opened or closed, until it comes free from the notches on the frame. Please do not use the handle to lift the door. Slowly pull the door off the appliance and set it down on a protected flat surface while avoiding setting it on the handle. At the base of the door, remove the 2 1/4-inch screws inside the door cavity. Carefully grasp the bottom of the outer door panel and slide the inner door panel straight up until the internal hooks unlatch from the outer panel. Please use caution as the edges of the outer door panel can be very sharp. Once the inner door panel slides up, you should see a uniform gap between the control panel and the outer door panel at the top of the door. If this gap is not the same on both sides, the inner door panel may not be unlocked. Once the inner panel is unlocked from the outer panel, carefully lift it away and place it on a flat surface. To remove the wiring harness from the detergent dispenser module, first guide the wires out of the door insulation, then remove the foam block, which is attached to the inner door panel with adhesive. On the back of the dispenser module, release the locking tab on the small connector and disconnect the dispenser from the wiring harness. Remove the 1/4-inch fasteners from the back of the dispenser. The plastic frame around the dispenser is called the detergent mounting plate and is sold separately from the detergent dispensing module. If this part is cracked or damaged, it should be replaced. The old detergent dispenser can now be discarded. If you need a replacement detergent dispenser module, avoid cheap, low-quality aftermarket parts. For parts that perform better and last longer, choose OEM genuine parts like the ones that we sell at partsdoctor.com. We've included a link in the description below. Be sure to search with the full model number from the tag on your appliance to find the exact part. To install the new detergent dispenser module, slide the dispenser under the inner panel and align it with the opening. Be sure that the wiring harness connector is closest to the bottom of the door. While supporting the dispenser, slide the mounting plate over the dispenser. The alignment tabs on the mounting plate prevent it from being installed incorrectly. Insert a fastener to hold the dispenser, but do not fully tighten. Now insert the remainder of the fasteners before fully tightening all of the screws. Connect the wiring harness plug to the dispenser module. Be sure that the connection is snapped in with the locking tab. Replace the door foam by lining up the grooves in the foam with the structural rails on the back of the panel. Be sure that the up arrow is pointed towards the console. Apply light pressure to the ends of the foam to get the adhesive to reattach to the panel. Reroute the wiring harness through the insulation and down to the lower edge of the door. Return the inner panel to the outer panel while holding the insulation in place. Align the panels and rest the top of the inner panel roughly 1/2 inch offset from the outer panel. Slowly lower the rest of the inner panel down onto the outer panel. Be sure that the entire inner panel is within the edges of the outer panel. Standing at the base of the door, start to pull the inner panel down into place. Please do not push down on the console cover. The inner panel should slide into place. This may take some time and some finagling to get fully into place. Check the top of the door where the console cover meets the outer panel to be sure that the inner panel is fully in place. The console cover should be fully flush with the outer panel. Looking into the door cavity, align the inner panel with the mounting holes in the outer door panel. Reinstall both screws, making them snug but do not over-tighten. With the wiring harness hanging down past the base of the door, firmly hold the door on each side and slide the hinges into place on the outside of the edge of the dishwasher's frame. Once the hinges are over the frame, slide the door straight back. Using the same opening angle as you did when you removed the door, slide the door hinge pivot into place on the frame and close the door so it latches. Reconnect the wiring harness under the dishwasher and be sure the locking tab is engaged so the connector doesn't vibrate loose. Press the cable tie mount back into the hole on the frame. To install the door pulley cable, connect the plastic connector to the dishwasher's door by sliding it into place. The metal hook on the hinge fits between the two outer sides of the plastic connector. Run the pulley cable around the door hinge roller and hook the pulley cable to the end of the door spring. If you need, you can use pliers to pull the spring to reach the door pulley cable. Check that there's proper tension on the spring and pulley cable on both sides. If you notice any slack, the spring may be stretched out and should be replaced. If everything looks good, hold the top of the dishwasher and slowly open the door to confirm the cables move smoothly around the hinge rollers and the door operates properly. Reinstall and reconnect your dishwasher, install your kick plate, and your dishwasher is now ready to use. Well, that'll do it for today's video. As always, I'm Dustin with Parts Doctor. Until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.